Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about one of Diptyque's most beloved modern classics, the Orpheon. So recently they've just released the Eau de Toilette version. For the longest time we've only have the Eau de Parfum. So while I walk you through this scent and the notes and everything about it, I will be decanting from my 100 ml bottle to this 10 ml bottle so that it's easier for me, to carry around, and I won't have such a heavy bag carrying the entire bottle. And of course, there's also the risk of the glass, breaking in an accident. So this is what the bottle looks like. This is Eau de Toilette. I will also discuss about how it wears in hot and humid weather like here in the Philippines. So it's currently summertime. Temperatures here are between 32 and maybe 37 degrees Celsius. So Orpheon, the original parfum, was inspired by a very specific place. So Diptyque's founders' favorite Parisian jazz club in the 1960s. So it's a space filled with music, smoke swirling in the air, polished wood tables, and the quiet hum of conversation late into the night. So I have here my syringe, which I will use to decant. So I actually have a lot of syringes like this. So I dedicate one syringe for each perfume. And that's just how I do it. So going back, that mood really comes through the scent. That description of a place, of that jazz club. Okay, let's do this. So this isn't loud or flashy. It's soft, blurry, and intimate. It's soft, blurry, and intimate. It's like being wrapped in a memory rather than making a statement. So that's what Diptyque perfumes are really known for. Let's talk notes. So up top, or your top notes, you get juniper berry. It's slightly aromatic, fresh, and a bit gin-like. And then the Orpheon settles into its heart, which are powdery florals, especially jasmine. You can really smell it. It's a creamy, clean softness that feels almost skin-like. And then in the base, we have cedarwood, tonka bean, and a hint of powdery musk. But for me, that hint of powdery musk is what really pushed me, or what made me decide to get a full bottle of Orpheon. So the overall accord is powdery, woody, musky. It's not vintage powdery, but it's more like skin mixed with polished wood and fabric, similar to what you would smell in a bar or in a jazz club. You know, things are starting to get more crowded, more intimate as well. So that's just how this feels, or how it smells on my skin. So emotionally, I think Orpheon doesn't try to impress anyone. It just feels calm, introspective, cozy but not heavy because it's Eau de Toilette. It's mature but not old. I'm already in my 40s, and I can say that anybody, maybe late 20s, can really start wearing this. And I believe this is the kind of fragrance that you can wear for yourself, not for compliments, but really people will lean in closer to ask what you are wearing. So for me, I'm still on the fence, but I'm smelling a bit of citrus in here. Um, And for me, that's subtle elegance. It feels artistic, thoughtful, in a beautiful way. So, if fragrances would have personalities, Orpheon would be quiet, a creative friend in the corner, effortlessly cool. So, now let's talk about real life wear, especially in our climate. In hot and humid Philippine weather, Orpheon actually holds up surprisingly well, even on my skin, which is a bit acidic. The freshness from juniper keeps it from feeling suffocating. So for me, the powder stays soft and not chalky. Projection is moderate, but I would say that the dry down it feels intimate. So it stays close to the skin, which is honestly ideal for heat. Longevity for me is around 5 hours on skin. I prefer spraying this directly on my skin as with a lot of perfumes, if not all. So I prefer spraying the perfume directly on my skin rather than on clothes. So even if it's okay for hot, humid weather, the best use case would be air conditioned spaces, office wear, and a lazy weekend scent. If you have the eau de parfum, I think that would be suitable for evening dinners. So, of course, avoid overspraying, as you know, any kind of perfume, it can sometimes be cloying or annoying to other people. So, my final thoughts on this perfume: if you're looking for something clean, emotional, grown up but effortless, perfect for warm climates but can also hold on its own in cold weather, Diptyque Orpheon Eau de Toilette is an easy recommendation. It's subtle, luxury, bottled nostalgia, and a fragrance that quietly becomes part of you rather than shouting over you. So if you've enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe. Let me know, have you tried Orpheon Eau de Toilette? Are you gonna go for this one, or do you still prefer the OG Eau de Parfum? Let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!